Hello, Big Team. Hello, friends. Welcome to LizziefayeLovesBooks. I'm Elizabeth. I'm in a new location today. This is my sister's home in Northeast Oklahoma. My daughter Emily and I have been visiting her for a few days, and from here we are headed to Dayton, Ohio to watch her sister, my other daughter, in a color guard competition in a few days. Of course, I am filming this a few days before it will upload, so all of that stuff will actually have already happened by the time you see this, but I wanted to get this filmed right now while I have Wi-Fi and get it scheduled so that it can come out on the same day as the other host videos for middle grade May. Can't believe it is almost time for middle grade May. I have kind of a back-to-back readathon season of readathons that I host from February to May. Of course, you may recall the Little House readathon that was in early February. And then, of course, March Mystery Madness, the whole month of March. And still coming is Amish in April. It starts April 21st and goes through the 30th. So when I get home, I will be doing some more videos for Amish in April. That's hosted by myself and Sarah, the Bookish Knitter. But right now, before we get any closer to the month of May, I wanted to let you know about middle grade May and how to find out what the prompts are and everything you need to know about it so that you can incorporate it into your May TBR. So a little bit of the history of middle grade May in case you haven't heard of it. It is a readathon that was started by Akos from Akosawa K, and I believe her channel is still up and her videos are still there, although she's not currently making new videos. But she started middle grade May before I ever started booktubing. So it's been 9 or 10 years ago at this point. And she hosted that, and through the years, she had sometimes a few co-hosts, and myself and Elizabeth Tyree from Soul Stained Ink were privileged to help co-host it a couple of times. And so then she officially retired it about 3 years ago, and then last year we asked her if we could bring it back, even though she is not currently making videos. You can still go and check out some of her middle grade content on her channel, and I will link it down below. So we have 4 co-hosts, the same ones as last year, and as we were chatting about what we wanted to do this year, we tossed around something to do with threes because for my challenge of SAS, Serious About Series, I sort of have a theme of threes running because it's 2023. And so we incorporated a little bit of that into our plans for middle grade May. But mostly after we tossed around several ideas, we just decided on the theme of middle grade Mayhem. I think it was Beth from Soul Stained Ink who came up with that exactly. Middle grade Mayhem, it's perfect because we are going to send you on, I don't want to say a wild goose chase, but we're going to send you on a scavenger hunt of sorts to get all of the prompts for the readathon, and then you can pick your prompts. There are 3 prompts coming from each of the 4 hosts. So as Beth said, you can pick your prompts, pick your poison, pick your friends, pick your nose, pick your friend's nose. And it is it all adds to the mayhem of middle grade May. So my theme within the middle grade mayhem theme is going to be fun or funny. I want to encourage you to find some middle grade books that are humorous, and I have 3 prompts, but within each of the 3 prompts, should you choose to do any of these 3 prompts, I want you to find a book that is humorous or light and fun within that prompt. So before I get to my prompts, let me just tell you, each of the 4 hosts have their own theme within the middle grade mayhem umbrella, and they each have 3 prompts that go with their theme. So in order for you to get all 12 prompts, you're going to have to go to each of the hosts' announcement videos. So I will put them in a list down below, but I will just tell them to you here. Of course, it is Beth from Soul Stained Ink, and then Storm from Storm Reads, and Lee from Dark Roots Creations. So I'm not even going to tell you their theme or anything about their prompts. You will have to go there to find out for yourself. Eventually, when I start planning my TBR, I'll talk a little bit more about which of their prompts that I'm doing. But for right now, if you want the scoop, you got to go to each of the hosts to find out what their prompts are. So my theme is going to be fun or funny. And my first prompt is to find a mystery or adventure story that is fun or funny. And the one that comes to mind is The Mow and Dale Mysteries by Sheila Turnage. The first book is called Three Times Lucky, and the main character, Mo, or Moses LeBeau, is one of the funniest, wittiest literary characters of all time, in my opinion, of the books that I have read. Even though she's a kid, she's hilarious. And the witty banter and her one-liners that she says to her friends and adults, it's just hilarious. So I want to encourage you to pick that up. Of course, you may have other ideas. There are plenty of middle grade books out there that fall under the mystery or adventure umbrella that are hilarious. So then another, my next prompt is to find a funny or fun book with a number or name in the title. And one series that comes to mind that I have read in its entirety, and I've talked about on my channel, is Charlie Joe Jackson's Guide to Not Reading. Again, Charlie Joe Jackson is so much fun. And in that first book, his Guide to Not Reading, he goes to extremes and so much more work to not read than he would put himself through if he would just read. And it's hilarious. It's fun. It's a wonderful series. It is by Tommy Greenwald, and I would highly recommend it. And then the next prompt, my third prompt, is to find a book with an animal theme. Now, a lot of people who love animals steer clear of animal-themed books because a lot of times, inevitably, in the end, the dog dies. And I'm having a hard time right this minute coming up with a middle grade book that's animal themed that's funny, but they are out there, and I will recommend some to you as we go. But one book that is actually an adult book, but would certainly be appropriate, I believe, for a middle grade reader to read, is by, oh my goodness, now I can't even say the name of it. He's got a book about dogs or cats and about ducks, and they're just super fun. I'll put it in the description below. I'll look it up and find it. I can't believe I can't even think of it right now, but anyway, I'm doing this in one take. I don't have my editing software on the current computer that I brought with me, so I'm just going to upload this and go, but I can add things to the description. So anyway, find a book that either has an animal character or an animal theme that is lighter and fun. Now, I will say, some of you I know will steer clear of these things because in the end the dog dies, but I've heard people say, I won't read Marley and Me because I know the dog dies, but that's such a great book. And it's so funny in parts. And I would say, even though it's not a middle grade book, it's still definitely, for an animal lover, it's a must read. But again, I know there are plenty of books out there where, where no pets have to die in the writing of the book, and I want to encourage you to find something like that has a pet or an animal that that is lighter and fun. Here's an example. It's a Newbery winner called Ginger Pie, and that is it's a little bit dated. It's like, I think it's from the 50s, but again, that would work. And if you are a Newbery reader like me and you haven't read Ginger Pie, then you could check that off your list. In fact, there are quite a few Newbery winners that are animal themed. There are several from the 40s and 50s. I think there are a few at least about horses, cats, that all come into play. So plenty of choices out there for animal themed books. And if you need to know whether or not, the dog dies or the cat dies before you read it, I'm sure you can find it online and get a spoiler, or ask me and I'll see if I know. I'll let you know one way or the other. Okay, so those are my three prompts. We have a mystery or adventure, a number or name in the title, and an animal theme or a book with an animal character. And again, I want to encourage you to find books that fit those themes that are light and fun or funny. And so with my prompts, you could take those three prompts and you could do all three of those. You can do all 12 prompts from all of the hosts. You can double up, you could triple up, because we are kind of doing this low-key 3 theme. And so if you want to try to find one book that meets 3 different themes, I want to encourage you to at least try to meet three different prompts. And that would be the challenge. But of course, if you're an overachiever like me, you might try to do all the prompts, and that's totally great. But at least try to do 3 of the prompts throughout the month, whether that means 1 book that meets 3 prompts or 3 books that meets 3 different prompts, however you want to do it. So that is it. That is all I needed to tell you. But it's going to be triple the prompts, triple the fun, and triple the mayhem, because we want to encourage you to read at least 3 books during the month of May for middle grade May. We have 4 hosts, but we weren't going to kick one of the hosts out just to have 3 hosts. So anyway, I hope you will check out all of their videos today and see what all of their prompts are. They have got some great prompts. We did share with each other what our themes and prompts were so that we wouldn't overlap, and it's going to be awesome. So it goes through the whole month of May, and I hope you will join us. Let me know in the comments if you plan to join us. Please forgive me if I don't answer your comments right away because I am on the road and traveling, but I will do that as soon as I get home. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. Join us for Amish in April that's coming up even before middle grade May, and I hope to see you in the comments. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.